It was vintage Gingrich at the Nashua, New Hampshire Rotary Club on Monday. Veteran politician, vocal administration critic, historian, and policy wonk. Gingrich arrived late, not uncommon for campaign events, and spoke to the approximately 85 Rotarians in attendance.
I'm very grateful that you stayed. I apologize for running a little bit late. And I know enough about Rotary to know that that's very rare. That when I was a candidate for Congress, the ground rule was you had to arrive and finish your speech by 1 o'clock, or they would leave while you were speaking. And you have one or two experiences like that, and you learn to really shorten your speech.
Gingrich, the politician, led by taking a shot at frontrunner Mitt Romney.
We also just posted, for any of you who are interested, a new website called RomneyTaxes.com. We went back and pulled up all of the governor's tax increases while he's in Massachusetts, including the commuter tax on New Hampshire. And we listed them all, and it turned out when you list all of them, it runs like a 1.5 or 2 minute YouTube video just listing them. So we then put all that together along with the background information.
Then it was on to Obama.
This is the most important election in our lifetime because now that we fully understand who Barack Obama is, were he to get 4 more years, the impact of 8 years of Obama would fundamentally and profoundly change this country. If he wins re-election, he will feel vindicated, and he will be even more radical in the second term than in the first term. There's no evidence that he has any interest in moderating towards the center.
It wouldn't be Gingrich without a history lesson.
American exceptionalism is very unique. You personify that in New Hampshire. Your state, as you can see if you go up to the state capitol, where they have a very, very nice small museum, and you can see, you all captured a British fort about 5 months before a shot was fired at Concord and Lexington. It's just that there were no shots to go around the world because they surrendered and gave you all the weapons and all the ammunition.
And then it was Gingrich on policy.
We have 185 different federal bureaucracies providing help to the poor. 185. That's 185 sets of bureaucrats, 185 sets of regulations, 185 silos to state and local government, each of which then has to have somebody who fills out the paperwork dealing with that agency. When you watch the Iranians practice closing the Straits of Hormuz, we are very foolish not to have a national American energy strategy. In this economy at this time, to propose closing 172 coal-burning plants is utterly irrational.
According to polls, the race is still wide open, at least for the second-place finisher, a point that Gingrich made in closing.
I do want your vote. I would love to convince you enough that you'd actually call your friends and neighbors. This is a wide-open race as of this morning. It's exactly what I thought New Hampshire would be. You folks are the best I know at deciding you're not going to decide. You have a greater capacity to be wooed over and over again than any group I've ever seen, and I know you take enormous pride in the pollsters being wrong.
The first in the nation New Hampshire primary is Tuesday, January 10th. Our Decision 2012 coverage is sponsored by Hibbs Hallmark & Company Insurance. From New Hampshire, I'm Paul Gleiser.